Hello. All right. So that's working. All right. Let's begin. Okay. Good morning. You are not gonna believe what I have in store for you. Can you still hear me? All right. So I went ahead yesterday, and I built the rest of the Apache, and I have managed to simplify it. I'm sorry, we're not gonna have the camera today again because I'm missing one of the ports, and because right now I'm using a different camera. I can't find the cord for the other one. Um, so the new one I'm using has USB-C, and I'm out of spots for USB-C. So I'm trying to find this other cable so that I can plug it in. But this is where we are right now, and we are building. Let me, since you can't even see me, I'm gonna see if I can find this cable while we're waiting. How do you fly in Lego Fortnite? Like a badass. That's how. We're gonna hop on into the server, and I'm gonna show you exactly how we fly. In flight in Lego Fortnite is used. It uses balloons and thrusters, so it's a combination of balloons to make the craft light as possible, and then the thrusters will control your height, your forward motion. I finished the Apache. I simplified it. I stripped it down to the basics. This is one of the things that I was really looking at yesterday. Now, how do you make the character fly? You have to be in fly mode first, and then you just double tap and up you go. But anyway, this is the Apache. This is the brand new one, not the old one. The old one is parked up on top of that hill over there. This is made out of mostly the first order parts, a couple of haunted house, and some Moss Eisley pieces. Not fully happy with these guys, but they gave me the forward look that I need. I just need a proper replacement for them. But I'm gonna show you. Pretty well here. This is a Grand Tour. We got the gun underneath. We got the canopy. Canopy is a little different. Couldn't get the open canopy like I wanted, so I had to kind of settle for the middle piece. But the rest of it, we got the missiles on the sides. We got the turbines, so vents on top and bottom. Piece on the sides there, turning, and we are gonna, and I'm gonna show you how this one flies. This one flies even better. So up is back up and forward, and sorry, backward. Turn that off, and here we go. It's actually pretty fast and stable flight. We do have the ability to also turn using the rotors. just have to set your rotors. But one of the things I like about this one is that when you use the thrusters, it actually makes it turn like a real helicopter. And it always comes back. It settles back into position, which is something that I really wish we had happen with the jets. And pretty much anything that you turn, I don't have to do anything to make this do a bank turn. It just does it all by itself, and it always resettles. See, there's a tree, and I can now navigate through the trees. As soon as I can see what's going on, actually. But yep, I can actually control this thing a lot better. It's because of a lot of those bank turns. First, you gotta watch. Oh no! Couldn't get enough height. Whatever are we gonna do? Oh no, I'm stuck in a tree. Alright, well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta break a couple of rotors in order to get free. Or a couple of trees. Take your pick. There we go. Nice and free. Let's get back over to the deck and we can go and build the next one. So I didn't finish the other one. I just built a brand new one. So we are going to continue. No. Okay, come on. Behave yourself. Show the people how you can fly. Come on. Be a good lad. Tree. One thing you don't want around your air bases. You don't want trees. And here we go. Okay, I have to put my audio out to the correct place. Over there. Over here. All right, this should be better. So good morning. How did I do it? Well, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. That's the whole point of the channel. And my little live builds here. So let me just put down some blocks on the ground so that it stops moving. How to sign out. You gotta use the metal blocks for these guys because it pretty much eats up anything else. Destroys it almost immediately. So make sure you don't, do anything stupid like locking back to the floor, which is accidental, but something you never want to happen. And I think this should be good. There we go. So quick visual tour before we get into the build. This is what we're building today, and we are building it all today. believe it or not. This is a super fast build. So I'm not going to be looking at the screen a lot. So in order to focus on the build. Okay, so dirty your hair. Um, you know what? There's probably a Warhammer ship somewhere. It's just they're so big. Hey Junko, thank you. I have tried out Trailmakers. It's a little bit of slow going right now, but you know it's an interesting game. It's just I have to choose like where I spend my time, and it's a bit of a learning curve, so I'm learning all over again. But anyway, this is your basic build for the Apache. I started this yesterday, and I ended with this. So if you want to catch up on what we did there, I can either walk you through this or I can show you um, the basics. What do you think? Should I just continue? You know, I'm just going to continue because we have all the pieces in place already. Um, okay, so let's knock out the rest of the body because oh, hold on. I need to replace this bit. Okay, let me get my screen, my bigger screen, so that I can see what the heck is going on. Source projector. Okay, source projector is up. I hope I can see TikTok and everybody else. TikTok, Twitch, multi-stream, and there we go. We're using mostly first order and Moss ISD pieces on this build, just as a reminder. So this is not a free build, but it is the pieces that you can get in the battle pass. If you want a free build, that is a lot harder, and I am not going there. So proceed at your own risk. Don't ask me for a free build, please. Please and thank you. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna replace the front of this one with this guy. This is from the roof section, and that gives us that nice sloped look there. We're gonna add another one to the top, front section, right in here, and then we're going to add. So this front section is actually fairly straightforward. Fairly. Mechanical mayhem always comes in useful. We're going to come back to that top in a second. Let's get this piece in. This piece goes right in here. Boom, 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 boom. Then you add another one over here so that we can do the turn. I shake my little tush on the catwalk, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah. Do, 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 do. All right, so what we're doing here is we're going to be placing these two tables. This is from the Moss Eisley kit. If you don't have this one, I don't really know what we can substitute with. This is the one I know. I mean, like, you can find something a similar size, I suppose. First Order has this, but it's not quite the same. This is really one of the best pieces. So I hope you have this piece. If you don't, see if you can talk to a friend. You can try to use this table. This is from Tomato Temple. And this is probably your best replacement. So it's around the same size. Yep, exactly same size. Just doesn't have that little knob in there. So it can work. So go ahead and use that. See, I am a little free piece friendly. I know that not everyone is going to have the um, Star Wars kit, especially the Mos Eisley. Since Mos Eisley did not bring back, you need to be backed up a little bit, sir. They didn't bring back all the pieces when they returned the kit. It's very disappointing. I'll just park that here. So, but I think more people have the battle pass pieces. If you don't, I am sorry. There's only so much I can do to accommodate. But, you know, if you're going to be playing the game, at least get the battle pass. It is absolutely worth it. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, like, we got some of the best pieces in the game via the battle pass. The first order pass was awesome, and then the new one, the Supernova kit, even better. Working together, those two are the most powerful kits in the game. You know, and then of course you have little stuff like this going on, but definitely worth it. Yes, I will be shilling for the game right now, but it's because I believe it. This is not a paid ad. I'm gonna pop over into Haunted. Is that Haunted House? Oh boy. I'm trying not to use any pieces that you don't have. Let me see. Halloween Town Hall. No, we can't use that. That's a paid piece, isn't it? Oh, good God. This gets harder. This really does get harder. As you try not to use any free pieces. Technically, this would not be the piece. But let's just use that. It'll work. All right, back over to floor pieces and first order. Let's get this in. There we go. Get that on here, and then we use, oh my gosh, we have another one. This is another Mos Eisley piece, unfortunately. But you know what? If you can find a similar piece somewhere, knock yourself out, please. But it's kind of hard to find. Like I said, I am using the pieces that are available, so I can't cater to absolutely everybody. So I cater to no one. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but you know, it makes it hard sometimes. Here we go. And you know, at some point, I think we just have to admit not all builds are made for everybody. So sometimes you just gotta sit this one out. If you do have the pieces, brilliant. You've made life so much easier. All right, so these are the pieces for the canopy. And we're just gonna make sure that these are lined up in the back here. There. Canopy has a slope, and that's the last thing that we are going to take care of, because we got to make sure of the height and everything. But always make sure you can sit and that you have enough head space clearance. All right, so that's that part. You have the nose all done. Now, yesterday we went ahead and added all the balloons stuff in here. However, there are thrusters that have to go to the top. So I actually have to come back in and redo this entire section. So let me just take care of this bit. Okay. Okay, that comes to there. Perfect. All right. So we get to see how we do the balloons again, because we have to use the balloon trick, the patented Abide Guy balloon trick. Abide Guy discovered this little technique while fooling around with the game, and he shared it with us. He's a great member of the community. He's since moved on to Minecraft since he's been a little frustrated with some developments in the game, but his techniques are absolutely great. If I ever come up with anything new, I try to share. All right, where's my bed? Sleep till morning. All right. Oh, what's going on in the chat there? Anything need to be aware of? No, I really should get Anki in my ear. We're getting a new pass this week. Yeah, yeah. There's rumors that there's supposed to be a new pass, so I'm looking forward to seeing what is gonna come with that. Should be interesting, whatever it is. All right, let's get some light. And all right, so the balloon trick involves. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the balloon trick involves getting your balloon into the center, because you can't put balloons inside of a space like this properly. They will take up way too much room, and it's going to be a little lopsided. So it's going to leave your ship dangling over to the side. Even if you put it here, you have to do some kind of weird zigzag formation in order to get them to work. What the balloon trick does is that it moves the balloon one half stud over. So that half stud places it into the center of the piece, right there. And it's a like a natural displacement thing that the balloon does. Whenever you place another balloon too close, it will always displace the other one. So that's why it's a bit of a trick. It's not a hack. It's a technique. So just remember that. Not a hack. Hacks are not usually repeatable, and they get patched and go away. This one has stayed the course, and it is. I hope they don't patch it, because it would do a complete disservice to us all. Oh, there. Okay, so I think those aren't aligned. Are they aligned? Hey, yeah, perfect. They're aligned. All right. So, like I said, it's all about displacement. There. That. Now I know that's in place. And it's always 1, 2. This way we can get 8 balloons in here, side by side. Out of perfection. Then you just get rid of it. Rid of the first one. But you always want to put that one off to the side. If you put it directly on, you're going to end up losing a huge space, and that's not going to help anybody. So this now allows us the freedom to put thrusters, and these are your main up thrusters for the entire ship. These go up here to the top. Okay, let me just take off this side panel so we can see what's going on properly. I think this one can come off as well. There we go. Now I can take this one off as well. There. So we're going to get a series of thrusters right here. 1, 2. 3. This is one of those sticking tongue out moments, and I'm glad I'm not on camera today. I will get the camera fixed. All right, so we're placing 8 of these guys. To give that thrust, and we're going to turn them all to channel 4. So let's get this one over. Last one. Happy little thrusters. Yeah, that's right. And then we are back to this. So let's put our pieces down. We are set for there. And now that we have those pieces, hold on, what did I do? So we actually started to pull these in from the side now. So with this one, first one, make sure it's aligned. We're using a 4x4 here. Where you go? Where are you going? Get back here. All right, let's try again. Up. Bring it to the red. Then, okay, 1, 1, 2. And then 1, 1. Hold on. Oh, okay. You're gonna be weird with me today. There we go. Then 4. So then we are going to repeat that on the other side. Technically, actually, I could just show you guys one side and then let you figure out the other side, you know, for the sake of speed. But this is a build that we can actually finish all today. So I am not going to need to do that. So what we're going to do here is move on to the next piece. And actually, I built another one of these in Diego's world last night. So that was quite entertaining to see how fast I was able to build this. I got most of the body specced out within a good time frame. So that was really, really surprising. Next piece is roof pieces. First order. Hey, Captain Jared, what's happening? Oh, it's good to see you. We're just going to put these in here just to give a little bit of the roof pieces don't snap to floor pieces, so we kind of have to trick them a little bit sometimes. So that's just what this is about. Oh, why are you off? You shouldn't be off. You should be right spot on. Dang it. Is it because of that? Oh, because we came down 1. Why did we come down 1? That makes no sense. Okay, you know what? I think that entire thing got a little bit out of control. This is supposed to be all aligned. Why are you dipping? dipped on both sides, did you? No, you only dipped on one side. What the heck am I thinking? You know what? Here, let's just take care of it. Less complaining, more building. And there's one thing in the way right there. There. Perfected. All right, now we can have this place properly. We can stay on speed. It's now 9:07. Let's see how fast we can go. Okay, we're not going to go that fast. But if you're building along with me, and it's probably a good idea, you should have your own Apache at the end of this trip, as it were. All right, we're going to have to bring this in. Let's see. So since you are coming here, we're going to bring you in one, then bring you in two. There's a space. And then another one. There's that whole bed thing again. And then one more. So it's a gradation. Okay, I'm going to sleep till morning. Yep, this is the Apache helicopter. We're doing the full build all the way through. This is no, you can go ahead and build this in your world. Build this in your own world. Just go ahead and just follow along with the instructions. Everything is right there. And you know, you learn a lot just from building along. Trust me. There's no point in coming and building in my world. I'm showing you how to, you know, you can have this stuff in your own world. Amaze your friends. Oh. Just tell them where you got it from. I mean, I hate to see anybody posting this build on Reddit and trying to claim it as their own. I'd be very, very, very upset. Well, I won't be that upset, but I will have to call you out. Just saying. Don't be a punk. Ah. Or even worse, repost yourself building it on TikTok and claim it as your own. Someone actually did that to me. Posted the entire build as their own. They were following my tutorial and posted themselves building the tutorial so that it looked like they were coming up with it themselves. But you can see particular building techniques and pieces that were very specific to my build. So it was actually quite entertaining to see, but frustrating at the same time. Because who does that? I forget who was that pointed it out to me, but thank you for your diligence. There we go. All right, so this should now give us the spacing that we need. Now, are you right on top here? You should be. There we go. 1, 2, and I should be able to take out the middle pieces. There we go. We of course want this inner piece to look better. So we are going to take away some of these things. Whether we have to come back and place them or not, that's going to be up to future you. But there we go. We got the back of the helicopter now. Now, where is my angle piece? Why are you so low? All right, you come here. No, 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 no. You need to be wider. Why aren't you wider? Hold on. Let me take a look. I forgot what this was. How do you put the controls on it though? If you want to put, it's the wheels control the movements for the thrusters. This, you see the little spanner here? The spanner, you can take this spanner now and you can click the engine and select the channel. And then when you're flying, you use those same controls. All right, let's see. We got, how wide do we come? Okay, so we come out 2. All right, so this is supposed to come out to this wide. So there you go. That tracks. Perfect. This right now is just about using the pieces as intelligently as possible and not to get him bogged down in a lot of detail. Sometimes I can get bogged down in detail, believe me. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Sometimes that detail can take away some of your creativity. Trust me. So I'm here trying to just give you guys a faster way, a better way, building a very good looking ship. There you go. 1. I'm here making faces and you guys can't even see it. All right, let's see. You should come here. See, there you go. You can have some nice looking panels. And bring this up to match. And then just do the same thing to the other side. Super easy. Super chill. Just a note, that may change. I'm just trying to get everything in place right now. So let's do the same thing that we did. Try to duplicate it as close as possible. Um, you know, don't muck about. In other words. Ah. See, there we go. Got nice gradation. And then we have this, this, and then we have this. Oh, does that go in or does that come out? Oh, okay. I did it exactly the same. Perfect. I never thought that would ever happen. But there you go. All right, we do need to continue the tail a little further back. So the tail section needs to come at least another 6. Right here. Add these 2 pieces. Then we're going to add the thrusters. 1, 2, 3. And then there's the matter of the balloon, because there is a balloon in the tail. Right about there. So this is as far as that goes. Okay, so this now needs to be able to cover the balloon section. So balloon section is that far back, and then we can go over here. 2 first order pieces again, half walls. First order. Where's my coffee? It's right there. Good. No, not that. This. 1, 2. And I think I'm going to take it easy on you guys and not use the additional piece that I brought in for that, which is the from the Fortnite festival. Okay, that's got to go 1 back. No, actually, that's fine. That's fine. Believe it or not. Let me get this over here. Ta-da! And then we get this in here. 920. We're doing good. I'm gonna sleep till morning after this. Right, okay, so tail. I thought the days were supposed to last 20 minutes. It's like zipping along, man. The coffee's gone. No, I haven't tried building the air carrier from Avengers. Many people have, and they've done some a great job there. So I've had no need to go and try to build it. I mean, like, there's some seriously good builds. And I could be building other things instead of just repeating what other people have built. So it's just what I try to do. Build something different. You, my friend, what are you? Oh. Well, okay then. That makes sense. All right. So we have our up thrusters set. Now we're going to set our main forward thrusters. And these go into the body here. So let's get this. You snap it and then just move it down. Next one, move up. Then we're going to use 2 2 smaller thrusters for the top. Do I need to put another one of these? I think I do. Nope, can't. Well, that answers that question. All right, up and over. There we go. These are all channel 3. Nothing else in here except that balloon right there. We will be putting another balloon right, oh, sorry, not balloon, thruster right here and setting this to channel 4. Now, the reason that we did this piece, like this, is because we're going to take this and put this on here. And we're going to build our tail. Align it to the upside down piece for it to work properly. But there you go. Boom. And this is why that wasn't too long. There's a little bit of antenna that I'm going to use that is from the Star Wars kit. If you don't have it, that's fine. Just use whatever you have. I'm just saying this one looks the best. That's all. Oh, and now we can actually use the back. So these go backward, by the way. Try to come from the front, so it's the right side up. So this one needs to be on the other side. I can't see it, so it doesn't exist. And then we can take it and flip it. So this piece comes here. Find the snap point. There we go. 1, 2. Boom. The back is almost done. All it needs now is the back rotor. See how fast we're going? Body is almost done. With this, I did make a couple of changes. So bear with me while I get through this bit. Did I do it from there or did I do it from here? That would be interesting. Do it from there. I think I did it from here. Let me check. Each one is different. Oh, that was halfway. Perfect. All right, so ow. There, and then we get this piece, not that piece, this piece. Right. So this means that we can now move on and get this in here. So we can start the next stage, which is the little wings, and then we can move on to the turbines. It's 9:26. I think we should have enough time to finish up. If anything, it's you were in the wrong place, my friend. Right, let's get you in the right place, shall we? There you go. Okay, so we do have an open space in here, and this needs to be covered up. So we can't use horizontal pieces in here. What we're going to do is we're going to use the vertical pieces and just bring them in. 1, 2. Use a snap feature. To align them. Where they need to go. Remember, you can find the first part of this tutorial on stream from yesterday. So go and look it up. Towards the end, I believe, is where we actually start to get things under control. Because I did make a couple mistakes on the placement. So just remember that this is 4 by 4 wide. Oh, hold on. What happened there? Not 8 by 8. 8 by 8, 6 by 6, all too big. My scale theory kind of worked out. Okay. One piece back. So that should be there, and that should be there. Why aren't you there? All right, fix it. Oh, hold on. It's because that might have to go away. So don't get too attached to it, right? Don't get too attached. Okay. What we're doing next is we're going to bring this in, and up 2. No, up 2, not 1. What we need to do here is turn this piece. So it is going to be on a vertical plane again. Sorry, horizontal plane. But it also needs to be aligned to the side. So this snap to the center point and pull up, center, up, there. Now in this we're going to use 6 pieces, 6 by 2 by 6. Let's get that out of the way, and then you can destroy your guide piece. There, 1. I am trying to finish before 10 o'clock, so I will be going a little bit faster right now, but I will try to continue to give you your guided assistance. All right, there we go. Is that high enough? We got 2. Ah. Okay, so I think we may actually be a little high here. There's a little space down below. Oops. So 2-step. See, now this is what I was a little concerned about. Ah, you need to be 1.5. Seriously, it's nighttime again. Well, I'm happy that you get you know your planes, your aircraft history. It's important to know stuff like that. I see. This is the part I was talking about. Possibly need to destroy. So don't get too attached to things, especially in Legos. So we've got 1, 2 step, Let me just get a quick refresher. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1. All right, so you should be under here now. And then you can be under here. And you under there. And then you can be there. And everything is all right with the world. 1, 2. All right, then build it out from the side. All is well, and all is well, and all is well that ends well. There we go. Side wing, 1. Am I too far up? I don't know about that. Nope. The word we're looking for is nope. It's twice I screwed that one up. Oh well. Come on, get there, thank you. How? Oh. Duh. That's how. Okay, let's try that again. All right, and you need to go away now. Okay, let's make sure these are aligned. How do we do that? Taking this and sticking it through the other side. Okay, this is the top. Oh boy. Somehow we are one up. Let's try again. So this is the top. This is really the top. Oh, my keyboard disconnected. Why did it even disconnect in the first place? Nobody knows. All right. The pickaxes take longer to destroy. I don't know why they made that change, but pickaxes, and that's actually saved my butt a couple times. But pickaxes don't work as effectively on the thrusters and balloons as they used to. So now I have to switch to a lightsaber to get it to work much faster. And for reversing, you don't need that much because you don't want to go full tilt. You want to go slowly backward so you can control your it controls your lift and it controls your forward movement. So it acts as brakes as well. Helicopters are a heck of a lot more maneuverable than planes. Just remember that one. All right, with the back here, I did show you how to do this yesterday, so it's not something that I should have to repeat. Right? Right? Just say right. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't do that. Not before I have the turbines in. The turbines do come back. Now, this is one of the issues that I was dealing with building Diego's world yesterday, and it was about having a proper placement for the thrusters so that it's always a side. Um, Came up with that little piece right there, and that control always gives you a good focal point every time to get that out of the way. So with this, I know that I can now take and then do this so that everything is going to be aligned properly. Then do the same thing to the next side. Don't guess, just, use the tools that you have. So there's one tool, align it, get rid of that and that. And now you have spacing at the side and everything is where it should be. So next part of this is machine blocks. Let's get the engine block. We may not have time to do the wheels. Just letting you guys know right now. It is 9:41. Woo. Time does go fast. All right. See this? We're gonna have to realign this before we can actually go anywhere. Because this is gonna get in the way. This should be fine. Which piece is this? This. Let's see. And it's nighttime again. Seriously, dude. Seriously. All right, let's try again. Okay, so we have the this is 3 back. 1, 2, 3, and then this is where the back of this comes. So little one thrusters. So we got 1, 2, and it's important that this is actually going to be 3 back because it gives you the space that you need to add the additional thrusters in here. So in case you're wondering, yes, everything is important. No cheating. We may have to come to a compromise on that one, though. But let's see how that shapes up. I think that should go off of... Ah! You get up there. 4x4. Where are you? There you are. And this right there. Okay, so hopefully this should pan out now. And I should be able to... Okay, gotta do the same thing to the other side. Anything you do over here has to be done on the other side as well. There. Nope. Not quite. Okay. I can live with that. I think. Let's see how it shapes up. We got this piece to come next. All right, let's focus. 9:45. You're doing well. You're doing quite well. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all channel 3, so don't need to worry about anything. And then we can take this and okay, we need this to be aligned flush to the bottom piece. So this needs to always be placed from here. If you don't know how to do that directly, what you can do is you can take this piece, put it to the bottom, move it over, and then add this to the top. Like that. And now you will be able to have that directly flush. So snap, push up 1. Now it's aligned. Set to the black part. And pull it over. It should go right there. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And then this is another part I am going to have to apologize for, but it is the only part in the game that looks like this. I don't know if you can find something else if you don't have this particular piece, or just make it a square, whatever, or, you know, a gradation or something. But this is the only piece in the game that looks like this. And yeah, it is kind of essential. So you want to... Oh, hold on. One more. There we go. Then get the... this one here. Get this here. Oops, I didn't need to do that, but oh well. And then flip it. Flip it around and reverse it. This piece is now going to control all the others on... Oh, come on. Seriously? What's in the way? Guess what's in the way? Give you one guess. It's called this piece. I'm gonna call it Frank. Bye. Ah, crap. Look, it's always a little bit of trial and error. And error. And error. So don't blame me. There we go. Now, let's get this over here. And 1, 2, and this should be blocked. So this will never go, but it will take a 2x4 right in here. Boom. Then you can take your top piece and come here. 1, 2, 3. Should be perfectly aligned to everything there. Take out the bottom piece here. And then you're going to add these 2 thrusters on the underside. 1, 2. Change those immediately to channel 4. Because if you don't do it immediately, you will forget them and your helicopters can be going flying all over the place. You want to add, if you have the Star Wars kit, you can just go ahead and add this to the back right there. Nice vent. So you're going to come and do the same thing to over here as well. And then we're going to finish up the back. It is 8:49. Ooh, cutting it close. I don't know if we're going to make it, but we're going to try. I mean, I could go ahead and show you the canopy instead. Might be much better spend of my time. Today is today Wednesday. If this day is Wednesday, today is Wednesday. I think it's a meeting, isn't there? Ah, I think there's a meeting. Oh, good. This is attached here. When you break one of these pieces, it always breaks off the other piece. Little tip for you. Pressure plates do not stand up. Too much scrutiny. All right, so let's get this turned. Pressure plate up. Come on. Thank you. Add you on here, my friend. Come on, my friend. Thank you. You're so nice. And there we go. Then this goes right. Frank part 2. You always forget about Frank. And then his brother comes along. If you don't want to ever get rid of Frank, you can always just seriously, dude, I did it again. Same thing that I did on the other side. All right, let's try again. One, 2, and then the 2x4. All right, seriously, dude, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Then 1, 2. Come on, 3, and then let's get the vent. Vent on. Then the last piece for the turbine is only useful if you have this particular kit. Again, I'm sorry. I can't be blamed for what you don't have. I shouldn't laugh, but I'm really trying. But there are other options you can use here. I mean, you can try a bucket. Have you tried the bucket? Sorry. All right, there we go. So I should put for advanced builders only. All right, so this, there you go. You have a lot of your Huey left, not Huey, Apache. I was thinking about building a Huey, by the way. That's probably why it's on my brain. But you can come back here and add a couple of filler pieces. And one of the things you can do is now Frank and his brothers are not making life easy for me. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Frank, part 2. Right, so if this has been aligned properly, you should have an easy go at this. Relatively easy go. Oh, that does sink in a little bit. So that kind of sucks. All right, I don't have time to fix that. But you do. You can take all of these instructions and, just mess around with things. Fool around, by all means. There's nothing stopping you from going out and experimenting a little bit and making it better. Just don't mess with the thrusters, because, the thrusters, those are like kind of set, calibrated, certain height, etc. So don't mess with thrusters. But everything else, make it your own. As much as you can. Yeah, okay. So yeah, there's a fair amount of messing around to be done here. It's 9:55. This needs to be recalibrated so it's further up. I think what this needs, let me see. Can we actually get that here? Sometimes turning a piece. Oh my God, look at that. Simply turning one piece. That's all I did. Now it's going to be harder to do cleanup, but you know what? Worth it. So just turn it. Oh my God. Easiest alignment ever. Because it doesn't want to work one way. It will work another way. I had the same, not opportunity, but same weird thing happen with a piece that was hitting complexity. When I turned it 90 degrees, all of a sudden, the complexity kind of went away. It was like, okay, it can fit now. No problems. It was weird. All right, so here we are, 9:57. All we have left is a canopy. Okay, so there's a bit left, and the wheels. Wheels are kind of important. So let me see if I have a meeting, if I can spare 10 minutes or not. If we can spare 10 minutes, we can get the wheels down. Today is Wednesday, so I know Kaboom is supposed to come on, but let's just have a quick look at EO calendar. Please add. Okay, perfect. Wi-Fi is currently down. And where is my schedule? Yes, nothing's happened this morning. So I'm just gonna check in 1 second. All right. So 15 minutes. Here we go. Let's make the most of it. And here comes the morning. Hopefully we can actually use the morning this time around. Okay, so should we do missiles? Should we do wheels? I said we should do wheels. Wheels are more important, and we have the underside to do. So let's do this quick and dirty. The backside is a pain in the butt, right? Okay, let's see. Um, we're going to be using the walls, not the walls, the roof pieces from the um, Supernova Academy. Let's get this in here. And this should line up with that properly as soon as we can get it in. Let's get pressure plate. Pressure plate on. Then we can use a bigger piece here because we need this to go to the side. So, come on. Remember, if you use a bigger piece, you don't have to worry so much about any weird angles popping up. So I like to do my turns off of bigger pieces rather than um, a single slanted piece. So you, my friend, you're good. You're nice and aligned. Oh, I should be aligned off of you. What if I can make that happen? Huh. All right, let's bring this up. Out. We're trying to align it to this inner piece right here. Let me just add one more piece just to be... Nope, can't do it. I should add that one piece first. Son of a me. When I tell you that this one is a pain in the butt, I mean, I seriously mean it. Okay, placement is how far off? You are about half a stud? Man, why must you be so difficult? All right, let's see. If I came off with that, all right, here's what we're going to do. Since that is perfectly aligned to the side, I'm going to change some of how I'm doing my turn right now. Just going to change it up just a little bit. So you are there. I wonder if it will take. No? I was hoping. Actually, it should. Ha. Okay, I got it. I think, and this is going to be repeatable. So, I take this piece now, and one. I think this one is going to work. It's going to work nice. So it's one. And bring you down to there. And we should be able to take this up now. And have it repeat every single time. Going by there. Yes. Uh-oh. So, one problem with that right now. Why aren't you... Oh. I think this is blocking it. So since this is on here, this should be able to go over and stay here. Green. Give me green. Why aren't you green? Thank you. So this is on the side. Snap to that. Bring it in. And we have green. Beautiful. And we can get rid of this. Now that we have this, all we have to do is add the wheel to it. I'm going to use the little wheel here. Non-steerable. I should maybe use the 12. Not 12, but 8. That'd be problematic. If I break this off and this thing comes off, flying off, I swear I'm going to lose my mind. Thank you. Not making me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act the fool. Alright, the wheel is on. We are set. Now we need to turn thrusters. So we can use 1, 2, and 3. 1. I know this can turn using the rotor, but you always have to have a fail-safe, because you will forget. Trust me, you will forget to use your rotors in an emergency situation. So this is channel 1 because it's pushing that way. And then channel 2 on this side. All right, there we go. Those are set. So 2, channel 1, channel 2, and now we do the wheels. Wheels need to be set. Oh. Okay, well there was one other piece, and that was the bottom of it. But you know how to do that. You flip it. That's all you do. You flip it. Wheels are going to be a little tricky. You got to make sure you get it under the wing section. So right about there. And then 1, 2. Let's make sure that we are seeing where we're seeing. Now, I wish I could use the Spider-Man angled piece, but that has a couple of issues with it. First one being that not everyone has it. Second one is that it puts the wheels too far out. So we're gonna kind of fake it just a little bit by using pieces like this, create our own angle. Once you have it set, you can then duplicate and bring it in, and then use your steerable wheels, steerable medium wheel, and of course this is giving trouble. So we're going to have to take the column and turn it. So we snap it, we bring it over, we turn it, bring it back into place. And then we try the wheel again. Now the wheel works. It's a real pain in the butt, but it's just how these things work sometimes. It doesn't always want to behave. So there you are, your 2 wheels. Now, if I have to teach you how to do rotors, you've got some issues, but we can take a look at it. Why not? All right. Let's just get a bunch of sixes. Put in here. Rotors are simple, really. You just place them on top of the thingy, the turn thingy. What's it called again? What is that turn thingy called? Swivel. And you use the green swivel for that. Now, I know some people are terrified of swivels, but you should not be. You should be familiar with all the tools in your toolbox. So don't let anybody, discourage you from trying things out. All right, we're going to try to use this. Here we go. And then the other one. Oh, come on. Get in there. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, so that's off a little bit, but whatever, man. Whatever. Come on, get there. Snap. Take it all the way to the front. Get rid of that ugly underside. I actually thought we were going to have to use the underside to store, to have like additional thrusters, but the top has been really good about just having enough power to pull it up. So I'm actually really happy with this particular design. And only thing we have left now are just the wing bits. But this is part that gets a little okay. So I'm sorry. Really sorry about this bit. But it's not the most attractive. But this is how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be, because we don't have any real good angle pieces here, and I am still trying to find the right solution. But this bit is supposed to look like more like this, and it's two pieces that are inset, and they hold the missiles and other ordnance. But this is really the best solution we have, and it's not very pretty. So it's like up to you if you want to use it or not. But I'm just saying my piece. We lack pieces that give us a certain amount of flexibility and beauty. And sometimes it's just ugly, and you gotta roll with the ugly sometimes. But there it is. The only thing we have left now is the canopy, and I wonder if we even have time for that, but we're going to try. So let's get this piece in place right here. Push you back a little bit, buddy. All right, and then I've had to do a lot of fooling around with this piece, so, forgive me for the times that I will go and mess this up. If you're not going to forgive me, well, nothing I can do about that. But all I can do is ask. All right, so let's see. Now this should fit right in between here. Oh my God. That was really easy. That was way too easy. I don't like it. Take it back. Something's wrong. Okay, and then this is the Diego design. Because I came up, named for that because I came up with it over at, when I was building Diego's Apache. Okay, so that needs to come down. I think this needs, can this come down? That is the big question right now. Can it fit right in here or not? If this can fit. Oh, it cannot because I can't sit anymore. First order. There we are. There we are. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is do a two-part here. Nope. Let's try that again. No, that's not going to work. Son of a me. Can I get up half a step? Can't, can I? I swear, placements on this is so weird sometimes. All right. So we know that works. Can I do a half step? That is one of the big questions that is in my head right now. If I do that, does that go too far up? It's not bad. What about this? Not perfect, but not terrible-ish. All right, we have a canopy. I said 15 minutes. Here's our additional 15 minutes. And let me move this out and show you guys that it works. Roof pieces. Go. Four more. So you have a total of 5. E. E. Okay, now this is actually really one of the really cool things about this this helicopter. And you can notice that it starts to lean in one direction as weight is placed over there. So it's actually reacting to physics. And this build is actually quite different from any of the others because I've never seen that particular trick happen before. Let me just add one more thing here. 2 more things, actually. My bad. We need to add a table. Black table. Black round table. This one right here. add that to the center. So we're using things in different ways than they were meant to. Table is just another piece. There you go. There's your Apache helicopter. I think that is off center. Yes, it is. One more time. Okay, I'm going to log out and come back. Then I got to run off to work, but I'm going to show you that this works first. Flocka. What's happening with the machine block? Hey, Ethan, what's happening? Hey, Shadensfell. Man, you guys are here at the end. Yeah, you should probably make a new one. SGG Squad. The the balloon buff has had a huge difference. So it is making it a little easier. And the physics going on, it's really something. So you're going to see it in a second. Let's take it up in the air, shall we? Are we not loaded in? All right, here we go. I think we're still loading. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoa. Something is going on. What is it? Thrusters are not all thrusting. Okay, we got two. All right, something weird. What the flip? I'm going to take this off. Something weird going on here. I think I started flying too early. All right, let's just do a quick flight without rotors, and I got to run off to work. So let's make sure this is thrusting properly. Something is off. Yep, definitely off. All right. Okay, you know what? I forgot two thrusters. Very important thrusters. These are big ones that come right underneath here. Take it as far till it goes red. Okay, everything should be aligned. If you got all of your thrusters in, okay, so something is definitely, oh boy, that wasn't good. All right, I'm gonna have to come back and open up and see what's going on. But if you have your thrusters all set, you should be good to go. Something weird is going on here. I don't know what it is. So I have to reset everything. I have to run out to work. So my triumphant flight is ruined. But this is what you have once you're done. And let's just take a final flight as I leave to go off to work. See, rotors work. So, fast turn. Rebuilding Star Wars, Star Trek, Lego, Lord of the Rings. If it's sci-fi and fantasy, I'm building it. If it's your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, follow, do all the internet things. Let me know what you think. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with more mayhem, flight frenzy mayhem, flying frenzy. That's what I'm gonna call it because Fortnite didn't get to it. Anyway, this is the Apache helicopter adding to the fleet, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later. No, it's not free parts.